Hola, gringos y gringos, and welcome to
Gringos Are Us.
Expats with a Plan.
I'm Mark.
And I'm Gina.
Today, we're going to take you through Centro here in Puebla. Hope you enjoy.
In the heart of Puebla, Casa del Deon is a hidden gem with a fascinating past. Built in 1580, it is the oldest preserved civil building in the city and was once the lavish residence of Tomás de la Plaza Goes, the dean of the Puebla Cathedral. What makes this house truly extraordinary are the rare 16th century frescoes, the only surviving murals from the early Spanish colonial period in all of Mexico. These vibrant paintings, hidden for centuries beneath layers of plaster, depict mythological and allegorical scenes, blending European Renaissance artistry with indigenous influences. Despite its rich history, much of the original house was lost to time, but what remains is a stunning testament to Puebla's colonial splendor.
Museo Amparo is a cultural gem that takes visitors on a journey through Mexico's rich artistic and historical heritage. Housed in a beautifully restored colonial-era building, this museum seamlessly blends the past with the present, showcasing an extraordinary collection of pre-Hispanic artifacts, colonial-era art, and contemporary masterpieces. You'll be transported through centuries of Mexican history. The colonial galleries tell the story of the Spanish influence through stunning religious paintings, ornate furniture, and sacred objects. Museo Amparo is more than just a historical treasure trove. It also celebrates modern and contemporary Mexican art, featuring thought-provoking exhibitions from some of the country's most influential artists. And to top it all off, a breathtaking view of the city from the rooftop terrace, where panoramic views of Puebla's skyline, including the iconic domes and bell towers, create the perfect backdrop for reflection.
Within the walls of Casa de Cultura is Biblioteca Palafoxiana. It isn't just a library, it's the first public library in the Americas, founded in 1646. This time capsule, with towering wooden bookshelves and intricate Baroque architecture, has a collection that spans over 45,000 rare books and other items, some of which date back to the 15th century. Its stunning interior is handcrafted of cedar, goloyote, and ayacuite wood, making it one of the most beautiful libraries in the world.
must-see in Puebla is the Museo Regional de la Revolución Mexicana. It is a place where history echoes through every bullet hole. This unassuming colonial home, known as Casa de los Hermanos Cerdán, was the epicenter of the first shots fired in the Mexican Revolution. On November 18, 1910, the Cerdán home became a battlefield when government forces stormed this house, leading to a brutal confrontation that left its walls riddled with bullet holes, some of which remain to this day. This unique house gives you a great insight into what life was like for the upper middle class in Mexico in 1910. Furniture, personal belongings of the Cerdán family, and hauntingly preserved bloodstains tell the story of their sacrifice. And one of the most chilling parts was the hidden crawl space, where Achilles Cerdán tried to escape only to be discovered and executed in this crawl space. This isn't just a museum, it's a time capsule of courage, resistance, and the birth of the Mexican Revolution. The Cerdán family were shoemakers, and the Zapaterias Tres Hermanos are in honor of this family.
It's coming.
O algo de fierro viejo que vendan, que compra, colchones.
Centro Puebla is a very walkable city. Several of the streets are pedestrian only.
Mucho gusto, Carolina.
Puebla also has a tremendous amount of diversity in its city. There is a plethora of restaurants along with other businesses for you to take advantage of.
While I was just walking the streets one afternoon, I literally came across a flea market. And I found lots of vinyl records.
And she didn't come home with either records or the fleas.
I also came across a Oaxacan market in one of the jardines. I was able to go to Marodomo and get a nice cold Oaxacan chocolate drink and a couple of bags of mole negro.
Beneath Puebla lies an underground world that remained a mystery for centuries. For years, the tunnels were thought to be little more than an urban legend, but in 2015, a surprising discovery confirmed their existence. Originally built as part of the city's aqueduct system, these tunnels helped manage the valley's frequent flooding and provided a reliable water source to Puebla's residents. Designed by the city's early planners, they were constructed using stacked brick and stone, forming impressive arched passageways large enough to accommodate significant water flow.
But their purpose didn't end there. Over time, these tunnels evolved into hidden passageways that connected Puebla's most important civic and religious buildings, including the Grand Cathedral and the military forts. Some believe they were used by monks, soldiers, and even revolutionaries. It is also believed that these tunnels are the reason that the Mexicans won Cinco de Mayo by using the tunnels to surprise the French.
Can I get out of here now?
Hola Paco. Esa video para YouTube.
Okay, bien. Hola.
Today I'm going solo. I am taking a walking tour around Centro of some of the churches that are very close to our Airbnb, like this really big one right behind me.
The Catedral de Puebla was commissioned in 1575. It took over a century to complete, blending Renaissance, Baroque, and neoclassical styles. The two bell towers, standing at 69 meters or 226 feet, were once the tallest in the Americas. Iglesia de San Juan de Letrán was originally part of a convent. Despite its small size, the church has a powerful presence. As you step inside, you'll be greeted by intricate gold leaf details, ornate wood carvings, and paintings that whisper of stories of Puebla's colonial past. really would have loved to go inside Templo de Nuestra Senora del Carmen, but as you can see, there was a wedding party that was gathering. The remains of China Poblana lie within these walls. In the early 1600s, an Indian or perhaps Philippine woman was kidnapped by Portuguese pirates and sold into slavery. Her distinctive sari that she wore in her native land inspired the China Poblana style of dress that is known in Mexico today. Okay, I'm about to try my first taste of mole poblano. It doesn't look like it's as dark as negro. It's a little more of a brown hue to it. Oh wow. It's sweeter and spicier. Dare I say it tastes like it might even be fruitier. It tastes like it's fruity. Maybe some bananas in there, plantanos. If there's chocolate in there, it's very subtle and I don't notice it. I don't notice it like I notice it in mole negro. But this is very good. Yeah, I like this.
No es para una persona, no. Es para 2, 3, 4 personas. Okay, so here's our semita. Got a bag of chipotle peppers on the side, but we're gonna have to deconstruct the semita. First of all, it's so big, the bag ripped while he was trying to put it into the bag. I don't know how much this weighs, but wait, I have a way of finding out. Got the scale. Let's see what this semita weighs. 1.5 kilo. I think that's right. You know, I can change the unit. It weighs 3.4 pounds, 1.5 kilos. That's crazy. All right, let's unbox this. I'm just gonna rip the bag because it's already ripped. And they wrap it very nicely in this paper. Guys, look at this.
We got a Cubana. I let Mark order, and Mark likes Cubans, so. But let's see what's on it. Of course, the roll. We have a couple of sliced hot dogs. We have some greens, avocado, ham. I'm just going to take this stuff off on Mark's because he doesn't like. Do you want me to leave the hot dogs? All right. We got onion, cebolla. We got cheese. I'll leave the cheese on. Let me see what kind it is. I don't know what kind of cheese it is, but you'll like it. Potentially. So we have the ham. Oh, nope, the Oaxacan cheese is underneath, so we have two types of cheese. There's that Oaxacan cheese. Good stuff. Under the cheese, we have a seasoned meat. I'm not sure what it is. Could be pork. Looks like pork. Under the seasoned meat, we have a breaded meat, probably chicken. And then there's more breaded meat of a different color. And then we have on the bottom more avocado. And Mark doesn't do the avocados, so I'm taking them off. No avocado for him. Okay, there you go. A lot of meat and cheese. We got one for the two of us to share. And if we're going to be honest, this sandwich is bigger than even what one person could eat. Half of it is too big. This will make up 2 meals for us. Guys, I don't know about this. Are you done?
At this sitting, yes, that is all I could do. Went as far as I could go.
That's like 4 bites.
There's a lot more than 4 bites. 4 bites were just the part I'm hanging off the side.
Wow. Mark, what happened to you?
I'm a sandwich.
There really just is no other way to eat this semita. Knife and fork. Mark is preparing a chicken for our Thanksgiving meal, mostly because it's the right size for just the 2 of us, but also because he makes some of the best stuffing I have ever had in my life. But this is what came out of the chicken. Like in the United States, you get like this little paper wrapped thing of gizzards. You get a neck bone, heart, liver. But in Mexico, you get feet. Now, notice there's 3 feet. 3 feet for this one bird. Should we be concerned? Look at the nails on this bird. It kind of reminds me of Mark. I got mole blanco. It's very nutty. I wasn't expecting that. It's got almonds and white chocolate. I have chicatanas. Chicatanas are ants. So here we go.
And yes, we paid for ants to get that here in Mexico.
That's right, these are special ants. They're seasonal. I don't know. Tastes pretty good. Also in my dish is sweetbreads. I've never had these before. So
Wow.
What?
It almost tastes like pork fat. It tastes like pork fat. How can you not like pork fat?
Tacos Arabe were introduced to Puebla by Lebanese immigrants. They were unable to find lamb to continue making shawarma, so they used the same seasoning and substituted the lamb with pork.
This cooking style later influenced what we now know as pastor. Between the two, I'll take the pastor every time.
I don't know. I thought it was pretty darn good.
We hope you enjoyed this little tour of Puebla. Tune in to our next one for our cost of living wrap-up of Puebla. Thanks for watching.